Hey, this is Steven. Welcome to my quick review of ABZU. This is from my newest series where I talk about Epic Game Store's free to play every week for as long as they have it, I guess. So this week, The End Is Nigh, which I just filmed in ABZU. So again, if I didn't mention, I mess around sometimes once a week, 30 minutes a weekend, developing some indie games myself. And so I wanted to take this opportunity to look more at indie games and see how they're priced and see how they're built, blah, blah, blah. And so also to show you guys that aren't aware of this feature of the Epic Game Store. So if we click here, The End Is Nigh in ABZU, the reason why normally there's only one game per week, but the reason why there's two is that The End Is Nigh is 18 plus, mature game, and ABZU is for everybody. So they want to have at least a game that kids could play per week. So sometimes there is a mature game and then they release one that's for everyone, or sometimes there's one that's for everyone and that's the only one that they release. So ABZU is basically a water exploration game. It is published by 505 Games and the developer is Giant Squid. Not completely sure at what else they've developed, but it is a very beautiful indie game. Probably Unreal Engine, I'm going to assume. I don't think it's running Unity. Let's see at the top. No, it doesn't. So it's an exploration game, crazy soundtrack in it. Normally it's $20, but for this weekend it's free. So we're going to talk a little bit about the value and whether or not you should pick it up if it's free. So right now I'm playing on windowed mode. They do not have windowed borderless. Let's see. Oh man. So let's jump to full screen. Okay, here we go. Full screen, developed again by Giant Squid, and a pretty interesting, and obviously published by 505. Amazing soundtrack in this game. Very interesting concept. Pretty much no dialogue whatsoever, but that's okay. Okay, so let's do continue. It's got a nice little. So I just got to a new level, and so this is your character here. Basically, you have this pretty epic soundtrack, of which, oh, okay, so you're going to go main menu. I'm going to turn down the audio a little bit, because I think the audio is going to kind of go over my voice. Interesting. So they do not have anything with the volume. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to have to work with that then. So yeah, basically you are this kind of cat-looking character that can swim really, really well and stay underwater pretty much infinitely. Yeah, this is an interesting environment here. And basically the controls are left, right, and what you could do is you could go in and change the invert stuff. So if I do my camera, left is actually right and right is actually left. So let's do camera pitch. Camera pitch. So yeah, just go through this and figure out which one feels the best for you. And swim pitch is basically if you hit W you go up and S you go down, or if you hit W you go down and S you go up. So however you prefer. So here, absolutely beautiful game. And basically you go over these guys. This fish looks pretty flat. And you can hold the shift, and down there at the bottom right is sunfish, and you can basically swim with this fish around. And basically there's these collectibles that you go around and get. There is a basically what you are, you're some sort of explorer guy, basically what you have, and you have this triangle on your back, and you see a lot of stuff with the same logo. So here's one of our little exploration robots, and basically you use this exploration robot to kind of cut a hole in the thing you see here. So let's start the camera for 15 minutes. And then so right click and hold is to basically swim. Best thing to do with this is to basically go around and look for animals. So you can kind of use these fish. You see here, if we jump to the side, hey, there's a so let's see. Oh, I guess you're going. There's a chain. Okay, so if I pull in that chain, it should probably pull that thing up here, probably. Should probably touch that. So that's kind of the point of doing this. Meditate. So, before back. So let's hit enter next. Oh, there it is right there. So, you would have struggled to find that if we didn't meditate. So there's many levels like this, and there was a tide level. See, there's some interesting history where it's definitely fictional. It says that these guys were basically around in the Egyptian period, and they were basically ones with the sea, So here's what happens if you go up to the surface. Okay, let's see. Oh yes, she's alright. Is that one of the early stages of the shark stage? Sometimes the robotic AI is the best, that other one probably gets stuck. I'll tell you more about stuff. Oh yeah, and then sometimes you have some animals that do that. Okay, so basically this is what level. You go into this kind of ether looking, center of the universe kind of looking thing. And basically it follows this line to this piece. And if you look around, you see I have 1, 2. So this is the third one. So technically there is, oh, it looks like only 1 extra level. I've been playing this for maybe an hour total, including this. So I mean, not a crazy lot of gameplay, but for people that love the ocean and love graphics, might be something pretty interesting. Definitely if you're looking to create something like this, some sort of water exploration game or something, it'd definitely be very interesting to and also the proper use of the soundtrack, so match the game. So this game as well is also available until Thursday. Thursday will set the review. And so now we can show you guys a little peek of the area. Obviously, like I said, I'm kind of going along with you guys. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like. Looks like a darker section. Interesting. You can hear soundtrack change. They have different soundtrack for each area. Okay, so I think that's pretty good for this game. So let's go ahead and... Ooh, wait. Sorry, this whole section. Okay, this might be a little quick time event. Just kind of pushing me towards this guy. Yeah, so now it's doing kind of a quick time event on my controller right now. So I can only go up or down. Anyways, not going to spoil too much of the game. That is basically ABZU. ABZU. So, let's go ahead and look at the... Oops. Let's go ahead and go back and look at the Epic Game Store. Okay, so again, developed by Giant Squid, published by 505 Games. This was released in August 2nd, 2016. Originally goes for $20. I don't know about $20, but pretty amazing graphics work in this game. Really something that, because to me, what it feels like is it feels like kind of like a senior project, sorta, for a 4-year game school. That kind of thing, you know, to kind of showcase your skills with basically a team at a art school. So you have game designers, you have developers, you have artists, you have graphic designers, you have 3D modelers, stuff like that. Get together and create a giant, basically a portfolio for the school of that year. That's kind of what it looks like. It looks like a whole bunch of guys got together. And it's probably not what it is. It's probably just the studio, the Giant Squid. But that's basically what it feels like. It feels like, you know, a whole bunch of senior students at a art school get together with all the different departments and put together one of the best games that the school can produce as far as art direction, right? To showcase, you know, the controls, to showcase level design, to showcase 3D modeling, to showcase game engine, basically being able to work in this game engine and craft these levels and craft the AI of stuff moving around and stuff like that. From what I've seen in this game, as far as an indie game standpoint, it is definitely beautifully crafted, and it's got a lot of expertise shown here, and pretty crazy that they are able to put this together, and exploration type game, obviously. So $20, I mean, if you're into this kind of genre and you want to support the developers, I don't know what else they're working on. It looks like they have one other game. It's called The Pathless. Oh, coming 2019 to Epic Game Store. Epic Game Store and PlayStation. So, got an archer and an eagle and best for us. And knowing these guys is going to have a beautiful art direction, and definitely going to be an interesting game. So, they've probably been developing it for a while because ABZU came in 2016. So this one, 2019, that's 3 years of development. If they didn't start developing it, The Pathless, before ABZU. So these are a relatively new studio, but it looks like they're going to try to take over kind of the adventure game space. I think they might do so. So if you really like the art direction and you like these developers and you're looking forward to The Pathless game and you want to support them in developing, then $20 I think is worth it. For the gameplay standard, even I watched the IGN review of it, they definitely said it was light on the gameplay side of things. So definitely check it out. It's on Epic Game Store, free until Thursday, which is the 12th, 9/12/19. So go ahead and check it out and get it for free permanently. And I will see you guys on next week's free game week. Thanks for watching my review of ABZU, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Peace.